Ramble.
Thank you to BetterHelp, KiwiCo, and Joybird for sponsoring this episode.
Although Miles it has a lot of people behind him right now.
Got the nation.
I mean, like he just got married, so right. I feel like he can do no wrong for the next
Ariel,
year.
you thirst trapped, I believe.
Yeah?
Yeah, you have some power in this game.
You think I have some power? But not against Miles.
This country loves underdogs.
I mean,
he has the nation, but you've got like the thirsty fans.
That's true.
They've seen your
booty.
To be totally honest, I also have the thirsty fans.
He does post pictures in like a bathtub sometimes.
That's right.
Oh, Miles.
I have a sexy brand. What can I say?
Is Miles Nation sexy?
Sex sells.
People think no, I don't think that's why. I don't think that's what people are interested in from me.
I think it's funny.
No, I think I have
the brand. The brand is comedy.
Yeah, and I think I have a specifically non-threating brand. Which
Yeah.
You
exactly.
do, yeah.
People enjoy.
How do you feel about your non-threatening brand?
I love it. I feel very blessed. Can I get a clap, please, Becky?
Yeah.
Miles.
No rapey vibes here.
Yeah, that's ideal.
Yeah. I have to tell you,
What vibes to not have.
Don't have this, right?
I had a dream that I walked into this office and you had put a giant bathtub in the middle, and I was like, Miles, this is not like HR sanctioned. I don't think people should be naked at work
Taking
in
a
front of each other.
bath.
And you were like, no, it's fine. It's just like, we'll change the water between people.
Yeah.
It's gonna be clean.
A tasteful bathing moment.
Tasteful public bathing moment.
Well,
It
yeah.
was like smack dead in the center of the office. And
Not
I was
a
like,
bad
Miles,
idea.
I think we should really rethink this placement.
Maybe for Christmas.
Maybe for Christmas.
That's a great idea. We'll put it next to the tree.
You could fill it with little like balls.
That's
like little
fun.
Christmas balls, and everyone could take a picture and I'm like,
Actually,
cute.
that's a really good
We
idea.
have a
Wait,
baby
that would be
pool
the
out there.
calendar. If you ever do a Try Guys calendar for
that's a
your
great
like
idea.
season, if you're like fall or Christmas or Easter
Just
or whatever,
fill the bathtub with whatever it
whatever
is.
that
like
is.
ornaments.
and then you're just like,
You could do a Miles calendar with just all the different looks that I've had. Goth,
yeah, that's
Gen
from a
Z.
Try Guys calendar to a Miles calendar. I see where your brain goes.
I think
Like I said, this country loves an underdog.
the country loves an underdog, but what about a thirst trap calendar?
No.
Just no from Becky. That's a no.
We'd make the boys do it.
He's shown enough of his booty.
That's fair.
It would be his balls and penis, though. It wouldn't be.
It's not the booty,
the
Becky.
biggest like moose knuckle blur.
Oh my god. Well, if you put a Santa face over it.
Oh, that's smart.
December. Mr. December.
Mr. December. It would be like the like snake from Nightmare Before Christmas. All spooky.
Spooky December.
Oh my god.
The girls would be like, ooh, spooky.
Spooky key.
They would not get to come to the thirst trap.
Obviously not.
Would not be
No
children
minors.
there. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of You Can Sit With Us. I'm one of your hosts, Becky, and I'm joined by Ariel.
Hello.
We've got our beautiful producer, Rachel.
Hi.
Our pixie, Miles.
Hi.
And our pixhead, Rainie.
It is a funny morning in here today.
It is.
It is a goofy morning. I described it as a no bones morning.
Yeah, I got
so
that reference.
Did you have? Yes,
I'm
Mama.
all over TikTok.
You
I
watching
would
the
not have gotten that reference last week.
Okay.
I only just learned this. And our nanny said, it must be a no bones day because Wes was, well, actually, no, she said it's a bones day because Wes was dressing up as a skeleton. And I was like, oh my God.
That's
I would
cultural
not have
phenomenon.
gotten that until like not a second ago. Also hilarious. And then I went back and I looked at it. And yeah, pretty great. Bones, no bones.
Listen,
Bones, no
we're
bones.
all just looking to connect with one another, and when something really takes off, we're in on it immediately.
So funny. I mean, it's basically Groundhog Day.
Yeah,
Does he see his shadow or not?
Yeah.
yeah. Except for
Every day.
Wow.
Except for no ground. Well, then it is actually like Groundhog Day, the movie. You know what I mean? Because we're like living a bones or no bones day every day. And it depends if we're being good people in the world.
Yeah,
So really, it's on that pug owner.
I know. I
know what I'm
just
saying?
this is probably too dark, but that pug does not seem young, and I just
He's
fear
13
for
years
us.
old.
I fear for us.
Oh no.
I fear
Rachel.
You cannot speak that into existence.
I didn't.
Although I did share, I think it was New York Times did a cartoon, and it was the guy was a skeleton, and so was the pug. And they were like coming out of a graveyard going, Bones Day.
Bones Day. Okay.
So other people are thinking about it too.
Listen,
They'll live on.
he has bones or no bones because he's very old for a pug.
Yeah,
It's true.
I'm going to take this one step darker. Do you think the animals that die, like Grumpy Cat and all of them, do you think they just get replaced?
Is Grumpy Cat dead?
Is Grumpy Cat
not dead? Excellent question from both of you. Is
alive
Grumpy
and
Cat
well?
dead? Also, did they just replace Grumpy Cat?
Listen, I think if you have too big of a brand, you're absolutely getting replaced.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He died in 2019.
Oh,
Grumpy?
Complications from a urinary tract infection.
Oh, that really sounds awful.
Grumpers.
that sounds.
Well, okay.
Did you know that he was dead?
I think I vaguely remembered him dying, but I think it was because I think Grumpy Cat's owner bought a similar cat.
How
Google,
could
Google,
you?
Miles, Google.
You know you can clone your animals. I don't condone it.
It
Could.
costs a lot of money.
Yeah, but if
But
you
somebody
have
like
a Grumpy
Grumpy Cat-
Empire and you want, there's
That's
no
true.
guarantee that the personality will be anything like your first pet, the
they'll
OG,
look the same.
but they'll look the same.
And so Grumpy Cat, was his face grumpy because he was grumpy, or was that just what his face looked
just
like?
how he looks?
He had
Resting
permanent
grumpy face.
He had like I don't know. I'm making it up, but you know how like pugs are like deformed.
Like
no
squished.
offense to the pugs, but yeah, they're like deformed
They
because
were
they're
bred to
inbred
be
so
that
much.
way.
Yeah. That's why like
And they technically can't breathe
purebred
very well.
animals have like so many problems.
It's time to mix them up.
Time to mix and match, baby.
That's
Yeah.
why. That's
But
why
why
like
Grumpy Cat looked that way.
that's why like mutts
they replace
live so
Grumpy Cat?
long.
I don't think they replaced Grumpy Cat. There's another Grumpy Cat that people are liking, but it's not the owner. Didn't get another cat.
What do you think? You think people replace their animals that way? If they're like already on like the money wagon?
I mean, people do a lot of terrible shit for money. So.
I think that people would notice though. You know,
Okay,
you
one
can't
step
just
darker, one step
replace
darker.
them.
Do you
going
think
down
you
the
could
hole.
clone your animal the way they did in, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the early aughts movie The Island with Ewan McGregor and
I have
maybe
not watched
Scarlett Johansson? Who's in that? Do you think that they would clone their animals and then keep all the animals that have been cloned in like a special clone place? And then when your animal starts to get sick, you harvest them for parts?
Not replace them with the clone, harvest them for parts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Becky, Rebecca, Halloween is over. It's Christmas now.
One step darker. One step darker.
That's going to be the title.
One step
Is
darker.
it ethical? Do you think
No,
it's ethical
it's
to
not
clone your
ethical to harvest for parts. No. Is it ethical to clone your animals? I don't know. Maybe. But harvest for parts? Becky, what's in your back house? How many Alfreds are in your back house? How many? Tell us, Becky.
I would clone Alfred for days. Grandpa Barry, we're joking about opening up the door and just letting him be free.
Return him to the world.
He's the devil. He's literally the devil. Oh my gosh.
What makes him the devil? What's
Everything
Grandpa
about
Barry
him.
doing?
Literally everything about him. This
Is
little
it-
wackadoodle likes to not only go like look into water with his whole head, but he likes to go
Wait.
look
What
into
water?
water like
What
bathtubs.
water?
Wait, he's not a cat.
Toilet?
He's not a cat. He's like a serpent from the depths of hell, I
He's
think.
Slytherin.
He slithers, yeah.
Toilet?
So his new thing, sorry if anyone has like auditory problems that don't like people clearing their throats. I woke up late, didn't take any of my meds, including my Claritin. I live with 2 cats, my bad. So you're going to hear a little bit. I didn't have enough hot coffee, so my voice stays a weird timbre.
I blame Keith for setting the alarm
Kimbra?
too late.
It really was Keith's fault.
Yeah. Keith,
No bones.
if you're listening, no bones.
No bones. Yeah, so he likes to go in the bathtub because we have like a comically low tub. So he can literally put both of his paws like on the front and look over, and then he stands on the side and like tries to like get in the bathtub with you. What? And so his new thing is, I was on the toilet and he literally pushed his little head like between my butt and the seat to look into the toilet.
That is rude.
While I was starting to flush. And I told Keith, I was like, look at what this little freak cat did earlier. And Keith's like, I can one up you. He tried to jump in my pee stream.
What a weird kitty cat.
He's just the devil, but he's so cute. He's got a lot of issues though.
I wonder if he's just the devil because he's a kitten.
Oh yeah. And I mean, it's hard because like, I don't know if it's this way with kids, but like Alfred was so perfect that once you get another one, you're like, shoot.
We messed up.
Oh no.
We should have known what we had.
Oh, no.
You know what? That's why I never got a second dog beyond Clem. I was like, Clem does all the things I want her to do. She barely does anything I don't want her to do. Second one's just going to mess this up.
Yeah.
But no, with children, it's not that way.
It's no, it's not exactly. Actually, it's quite the opposite. Where like usually second kids are pretty easy.
That's what my parents found.
I think it
Number
can
two.
go one of two ways. I think either you can have a first kid who really enjoys doing what adults do and like being a part of an adult world, and the second kid is like, no, I'm not playing that game. Or the second kid's really chill because they've had to be, because they've never had two helicopter parents hovering over them, attending to their every need.
Super chill. That's Finn.
That makes sense.
Finn's super chill.
Okay, speaking of super chill babies, guys, it was Halloweeny weekend this weekend.
Yeah.
The most fun thing about Halloweeny weekend is Halloweeny weekend babies, spooky dooky babies.
Spooky
Tell me about your
babies.
spooky dooky babies.
Spooky dooky babies.
Spooky dooky. Spooky wooky.
Babies who are pooping in their costumes.
Spooky wooky.
That's I feel there was a lot of that.
Yes, obviously. The girls dressed up as clowns. And I have to say, when I told people they were going to be clowns, the response was like, oh, because clowns seem like scary or whatever. But when
That was
I
definitely my. I was like,
Yeah.
really clowns?
But they were like panto clowns.
They were
You know
cute
what I mean? They were
clowns.
like
when I
sweet
put them in those
clowns.
little Italian
costumes
clowns.
and put that little makeup on them, they were adorable. I think everyone was like, oh, you're not doing something more inventive. Like last year, they were Pooh and Piglet.
Oh, that's cute.
But this year, the problem was they had to be the same because they're 2-year-old twins. So they have to be the same.
Because they
get
want to be
mad?
the same.
They want to be the same. They want to be the same as each other.
Would either of them decide to go live on an island to save their organs for the
Oh, Becky, you take your darkness off my children.
Oh my god!
they're
Where
twins.
did you wake
They're
up
like
this
genetic
morning? You are.
Becky needs an hour more of awake time in the morning to get out of these dark thoughts.
Becky is like half in the dark right now. She's like, don't go over to the dark side, Becky. Stay with us in the light.
Becky, do you need to switch places? Do you need to come sit over here?
No, I like my lone area.
You're alone. Okay.
Yeah, I like my lone
I didn't know if you needed some human companionship this morning.
Do you need
need a cuddle?
to touch someone? Do you need to come
Miles,
over here?
get Birdie.
buddy. Yeah, Alfred was like not with us this morning, so it does make it a no bones
Makes a
day.
difference.
Saucy. Anyway, so okay, going back, we're not harvesting anyone's
Anyways,
babies.
no one was on with the clown idea, but then I think when you see it in person, they were into it. And we have this book called The Farmer and the Circus where there's a family of clowns. So they were like, they were down.
That's very cute.
They're down with the clowns.
Have they ever gone to the circus?
No,
Do they want to be carny people?
no. Circus, first of all, they're pandemic babies, so they ain't
that's
gone
true.
nowhere. And second of all, circuses are not kind to animals. I'm not like pro circus.
Yeah.
I'm just pro my kids getting to dress up as clowns if they want. You know.
Yeah. My parents told me we'd get kidnapped if we went to a circus.
Because you guys were such good acrobats, or
No, they just
Can you
said
walk a-
kids get
can you
kidnapped.
walk a
And you're
tightrope?
going to get kidnapped. And now, even as an
people
adult,
have kids.
I won't go. I won't do it.
Wow.
I don't
do it.
like.
You know, life can get stressful sometimes, and it's always nice to have someone to talk to. And that's why we love BetterHelp. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can connect in a safe and private online environment, and you can start communicating in under 48 hours. It's not self-help, it's professional counseling done securely online.
Send a message to your counselor anytime, and you'll get timely and thoughtful responses. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches. There's a broad range of expertise available, and it's more affordable than traditional counseling. Anything you share is confidential. They offer licensed professional counselors who are specialized in depression, stress, relationships, sleeping, trauma, family conflicts, and so many more.
So many people have been using BetterHelp, they're recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. We want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/sitwithus. Join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health. Again, that's betterhelp, HELP.com/sitwithus.
Circuses exist in the same way that they existed in like a scary way in the 20s and stuff. I feel like those circus trains and we read about those things in books and we read them to the kids, and there's all this, like cute circus like Mary has like circus prints and stuff. Yeah. And it's like,
I really am into a circus print.
But like I have never actually been to a circus that looks like that.
Oh, I have. Watts and I, on one of our first dates, impromptu went to the circus in LA because we saw it like off the freeway.
Like the big top?
Mm-hmm. And it was the last time, I think it was Barnum and Bailey's. It was the last time they had elephants at the circus.
Really?
Wow.
Which, thank God, because like elephant activists were like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, don't do that anymore.
But, we were like barely dating. And so we were like, do you want to go do that? Let's go do that. It was just like a spur of the moment thing because you're so spontaneous and fun. We
course.
Snuck in some vodka and put it in our lemonade and watched the circus.
You must, with cotton candy too.
Yeah.
Wow. We had a circus in college. Fun fact. We're going to learn fun facts about Dab Dab, Illinois State University every week. Illinois State University ISU is one of 2 colleges that still has a circus.
Wait, are there students in the circus?
It's a college sponsored circus.
Yeah, we have like we had like an Olympic sized gym or something like that. I don't know. I never went to like a sports game, but I did go to the circus.
How many students at ISU, roughly?
I don't know. It's a big school with a small school feel. That was
that's how they sold it to you.
Slogan.
That's what they said.
I don't know.
Hilarious.
I'd like to know how many students you need to have a circus. Is it like?
It's probably like
we had some
20,000, tens of that.
Yeah, we had some friends that did circus for like funsies, where there was like, they did it as sort of like an extracurricular type thing.
But like, what sort of things would they do? Like gymnastics or
it was acrobats. They did
it's in
like the German
Illinois?
wheel. Yeah,
German wheel.
Dab fun fact about Bloomington Normal, Illinois is there are a lot of normals in the United States because normal was the way you said it was a teaching school. So like Illinois State started as a teaching school. So it's called Normal, Illinois.
21,000. That's a big school.
That's a big school.
Like
big school,
my
small
school
school
had like
big school, small
2,000 students.
My school also had 2,000 students.
Yeah.
Well, I think that you and I went to very similar schools.
Yeah. You didn't go to state schools, right?
No.
Dab state school.
Dab state school. Okay, so you had a circus and students would enroll like for credit.
Wait.
Or was it like football? Like, do you audition or do you?
I think they auditioned.
Okay,
Tell me
so
about this
it's
German
like a theater
wheel.
troupe.
Okay, so we did that. You can actually watch Dab. Keith
What
and
is
Becky's philanthropy quest from Illinois State University. Keith went on the German wheel.
What is it?
What's a German wheel?
Is that where you just keep running?
No, you're like
like a hamster?
You're like the Da Vinci.
You hold on
and you
to
hold
it
on, and then we roll.
Oh, I feel like. Wait, you roll like down the street.
I mean, like this was in a gym, but I guess you could roll down the street if
Is
you
it
wanted
padded? Did it hit the wall and then it would roll back or something?
No, I mean, I hit it. Keith was in it, so they were like holding it. He went like 3 feet and was like, "Whoa!"
Ride of his life.
Yeah.
I've always wanted, so last time I talked about not having car sickness. I've always wanted to try the thing that they do in NASA. 'Cause like this sort of wheel situation reminds me of
the
that.
spinny thing.
Where you go in the spinny
They
thing.
did that. That's what I thought you were talking about at first. And they did that on The Bachelor or Bachelorette once. And like everyone was vomiting.
Everybody vomited.
And I was
Yeah.
like, it's not a good date if everyone vomits.
No, they did that in Space Cowboys too.
What's your favorite word to use for vomit?
Probably vomit. But in one of the books we use, I don't use this word, but one of the kids' books we have, a kid throws up and they say he bokes, B-O-K-E.
Never heard that.
Boke. I think it's like Irish or Scottish or something. English maybe.
Because I always think about like what word to use that describes the vomiting in the way that I want to. There's vomiting, there's barf, there's throw up, there's because sometimes it's like or hurl.
Becky looks like she's going to hurl.
Are you about see hurl?
Hurl.
Hurl is the worst.
Or like, you know, if you're throwing up from like drinking too much, then it's like, I need to vom. You know, it's like
I try not to say any word. I go with the motion.
you just go bleh.
Yeah, because the Habsburger BFF, Alex Lewis, has like a true phobia of
vomiting.
getting sick or seeing someone get sick. It is like I text him if we're watching a movie where someone unexpectedly unexpectedly
Is that respectively and unexpectedly put together?
unexpectedly respectful. I try and tell him, I'm like, oh, this part of this movie, close your eyes and ears.
Wow.
Does
So I don't say
Alex
it, I just go-
Lewis have dreams of ever becoming a parent?
I don't know.
Puked
I
on.
don't know. His mom is the same way, so they must have found a way. Life finds a way, according
finds
to
a way.
I think you
Jurassic
just
Park.
you just deal.
Yeah, just because we can doesn't mean we should, though. You know what I'm saying? That's Jurassic Park's main storyline.
Just because we can.
We should.
We never stop to ask ourselves.
Should we?
That's very true.
That I would say this is a departure, but
What isn't
I
a
would
departure
say
today, Rachel?
that is Keith's main MO on Without a Recipe is he never stops to ask, should he make an ice cream cake that tastes like white bread just because he can?
Yeah. You know, he's always trying to push the boundaries.
He is. But then when it tastes like the thing he set out to make, but nobody likes it, he never stopped to ask, do people really love white bread?
Yeah, who doesn't like white bread? It's white bread.
I'm telling you, in an ice cream cake, it's bad.
Yeah.
Speaking of gross, I had a Twix for dinner last night because Halloween.
Gross. Delish.
It was delicious. I woke up this morning feeling very gross, though. I feel like that's,
You needed some real dinner.
I needed
in
some
addition
real
to the
food.
Twix.
I needed some real food.
It has a lot of food groups in it.
Well, that's true.
Name
I
them.
mean, sugar.
Sugar.
That's
Dairy.
not a food group.
Dairy.
What
that is.
dairy? There's no
What
dairy,
dairy?
in there.
It's milk chocolate. Milk chocolate.
Milk and chocolate.
Milk chocolate.
She's right. You're right. You're right.
There's carbs because of the bar.
sugar
Is it a nougat?
It's a cookie.
I think Big Sugar put sugar on the pyramid somewhere.
I just saw a TikTok that was like, the reason we're all so lactose intolerant is
Big milk.
because big milk. And I was like, oh, right. I was obsessed as like an 8-year-old with the Got Milk campaign
Yeah.
and Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
I did
with
love
his
Got Milk.
stupid milk mustache,
Yeah.
imploring us all to drink a big glass of milk at dinner. What the fuck was that?
The dairy industry was government subsidized. So they were like, you have to drink milk because we need all this milk. And then turns out you actually like don't need milk.
And per
Dab, dab,
my
dab.
own research, from like 1 to 2, kids do need a higher level of calcium, which you do not have to get from cow's milk. You can get it from a lot of sources. You
can.
But they need more calcium. And then after 2, they don't need the extra calcium, somewhere between like breast milk and formula to solid foods to then turn 2. They don't need it anymore. So by the time they're 2, you're fine to like not worry about it anymore. So there's no reason we as 8-year-olds should have been drinking glasses of milk.
That much milk.
Yeah.
But formula's not vegan.
And I feel
Where
like
does formula milk come from?
It depends on what formula you get, but it's usually dehydrated like cow's milk or goat's milk
with like added
with added vitamins, nutrients, and different enzymes so that babies are able to break it down and digest it. Because babies cannot actually digest cow's milk or goat's milk in its original form.
there are also options for women who are overproducers can give their breast milk to like a
Women
breast
who are
milk.
overproducers like Ariel can give their breast milk to women who don't produce breast milk like Rachel.
Is there like
and then use that to feed her babies.
But are there like
There is that.
strangers who do that? Like, is there like a
Yes.
network
Yes.
that
There's
you can
some-
sign up
there's
for?
thing.
There's a milk bank.
The milk banks
there a cookie bank?
primarily serve NICUs. So babies in the NICU who need breast milk, whose moms aren't available or able for some reason. And then if there's extra, you can buy that, but the price is astronomical.
Like how much? Oh, wait, should we do prices right on breast milk? Don't tell us.
Okay, you guess.
Everybody go.
I actually have no idea.
Guess per ounces.
Per ounces.
Per ounce for formula.
Okay.
And then per ounce for Booby Bank.
Okay, 50 cents an ounce for formula.
Okay.
And then I think big bank to take a lease out and have a mortgage on your milk. It would be the inflation rate and your interest rate, 2.9%. I keep hitting the microphone. $1 an ounce.
I'm going to go with like 75 cents an ounce. 75 cents an ounce for formula. And
75.
And I'll go with $1 an ounce for
Okay.
Breast milk from the milk bank. So our babies were fed breast milk from friends who had it, and then formula.
So that was
when
free.
We ran
You
out.
just had to like make a deal with your friends. It was like an underground deal. You did a handshake, spit in your hands.
I literally brought just like grocery
Ariel would
bags full of
just
frozen
empty
milk.
out her freezer and give them to me.
Okay.
But breast milk from the milk bank is $5 an ounce.
$5 an ounce?
So much.
And the twins were drinking together about 50 to 60, 70 ounces a day.
A day?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's like hundreds of dollars a day.
And going back to milk, I do give Wes a glass of milk at like meals.
Oh, I mean,
I know.
That would make me.
I do though. And I feel really good about it when he drinks it. And I don't know if like
Ariel, is it milk or is it chocolate milk?
it's chocolate milk. But it's chocolate milk.
she feels good about when he
milk.
drinks it.
And if it's milk chocolate milk, then it's double milk. It's double calcium because
my God,
milk,
stop it.
chocolate milk.
Okay, milk chocolate does not have
The amount of calcium you think it does.
Well, it has milk in it.
yeah, it
Okay,
has some.
Vegans don't eat milk
but the-
chocolate. They
but
eat dark
the-
chocolate.
the
Cacao,
reason-
baby. Cacao.
The reason that it is chocolate milk is so that he will drink it.
Yeah.
And so
I mean, the girls still drink milk, but we vary. They drink pea milk, oat milk, almond milk, cow's
Pea
milk.
milk.
yeah, we do like oat milk.
Pea milk has
almond
really
milk.
high protein.
Pea milk.
It's made from peas.
Yucky.
But like I didn't
That's what it's called.
I didn't like milk as a kid. And you know, like
I'd be fine if they never drank milk again, but they only have water and milk, so milk is thrilling to them, and chamomile tea.
I don't know
They have
where
almond milk every
where
day.
does this feeling come from that I need to give my kid milk?
Your
Got
mom.
milk campaign,
Your
big
mom.
milk,
Yeah.
baby.
Giving it to you.
We grew up in the like heat of like the dairy industry taking its place center stage. Got
Yeah.
milk, Ariel?
Yeah. No, you're right. What about like eggs and stuff?
Well,
Well, the eggs was big sugar. I think the
Big
documentary.
sugar?
Yes. The
Or big
documentary I'm
eggs?
thinking about is called Sugar Fix. I keep hitting this. It's like my
What?
chin is growing.
okay,
every
wait.
day.
Eggs and sugar?
Yeah. So they were saying there was a big push. The sugar industry like literally hired these scientists to say that like it's not sugar that's bad for you. It's cholesterol. And where do you get bad cholesterol? Eggs. And then when it
Yolks.
came
Egg
out,
yolks.
egg yolks. And then when it came out, like, oh no, these people have been like paid, like those toothpaste doctors, you know, in the commercials.
9 out of 10.
Not in real life doctor. I hope dentists aren't paid to tell us about toothpaste. But then eggs became popular again.
But milk isn't bad for kids.
You know what? Watson actually was like, oh, you shouldn't eat so many eggs. The cholesterol is enough to like raise a whole baby chick. And I was like, I'm vegetarian, yo. I think it's probably pretty good for me to eat the amount of eggs I do.
Yeah.
I eat like 4 eggs a day.
Ariel.
I love eggs.
That's a lot of eggs.
I love
That is
eggs.
a lot of eggs.
No, I feel like Gaston in Beauty
I
and the Beast.
eat like 4 eggs a week.
Anyway, guys, some stuff happened this weekend in pop culture.
Like
So
Halloween.
listen,
Halloween stuff. Well, kind of like Halloween stuff.
Okay.
Was it
is this
spooky?
Like is this a spooky pop culture reference?
I mean, it would be spooky if it was true. I would be spooked.
Okay.
Not to
It's
get,
not
like
true?
yuck anyone's yum, but I would not want this.
All right.
Okay, there you go.
I'm intrigued. Go on.
put my coffee down for this one. Okay, so
I got you.
First, I want to know. I know, but my coffee table keeps leaving. People keep moving it, and so now it has to just sit on my velvet chair,
There's a table
like a
right
weirdo.
there.
I know, but then I have to.
Okay. We're having a no bones day. It's tough
It's
in
a no
here.
bones day.
Here's me moving around trying to find a spot to put my coffee.
KiwiCo is the one-stop shop for kids of every interest and age. Kids can discover the mechanics behind everyday objects, learn the science of cooking, explore new cultures, and practice new art and design techniques, all through seriously fun hands-on projects. We will definitely be giving KiwiCo this year for the holidays because Wes absolutely loves his subscription. We recently gave the youngest box to a friend of ours who just had a kid. It came with like these little cards that you take pictures with the baby for like every month and like soft toys that they could kind of play with and ribbons and things. It was very cute. It was a really, really special gift, and I think that we'll be doing that again.
Cultivate your child's natural creativity and curiosity with new hands-on projects every month. They'll explore new worlds and rediscover familiar ones, even without leaving the home. This holiday season, give the gift of a fun, hands-on holiday experience with KiwiCo. Get 50% off your first month plus free shipping on any crate line with code SITWITHUS at kiwico.com. That's 50% off your first month at kiwico.com. Promo code SITWITHUS. Okay, anyway. Do you know, I'm going to say some names to you and you have to tell me if you know who they are. Because I think you know the big people, but I don't think you know the tertiary people. And to know the tertiary people is how the main people know each other.
Okay.
Do you know who Machine Gun Kelly is?
I know that he is dating Megan Fox.
Nice. Do you know what he does?
He's a singer.
What genre?
Machine guns. I don't know. Punk.
Okay, yeah, that's very good.
Okay.
Wait, you actually... Wow.
Okay, I knew none of that.
I was going to fuck myself.
And
I was like, this is going to be it. I'm going to get her on Machine
Before
Gun
this
Kelly.
podcast, Becky had to explain the definition of tertiary to me.
Yeah, so there are like primary characters. Then I'm holding up one finger for those listening. Secondary characters, 2 fingers. Tertiary is 3. I don't know what the 4th would be. Outliers.
Cool.
Characters that don't matter.
Names we're never going to remember.
Quadrary characters.
Okay, but what about Machine Gun Kelly? Okay, because the only reason I know this is because
how do you know this?
Well, I get a lot of pop culture from SNL. I watch all of SNL.
knew that.
You're
How should
still
get that
watching
one.
SNL?
Are you joking?
Of course.
You don't?
No.
Oh my God, I love SNL.
Ever since Fred Armisen left, I'm off.
Oh yeah, you
Years ago.
You
would
hipster.
probably
Just
follow
go watch
Fred
Portland
Armisen.
Only
Yeah.
I know. Freddie. Freddie, I love you.
No, I absolutely love SNL. I love everything about it. We have a friend who writes for SNL right now that Ned that was like in Ned's sketch group in Chicago, and so we still follow him on Instagram, and he's like, I did this with XYZ, and always like woot woot. But oh gosh, I just love SNL. I love all the old ones. I love the new ones. Everything about SNL, and I get so.
Do you watch it on Saturdays?
No, gosh,
No.
I watch it on Hulu later.
Yeah.
But this is how I get all my pop culture references, and it's how I learn about new music. It's how I learned about I don't
So
get
wait,
these
you
things.
might know this next person. then.
Okay.
Is it Pete
I don't know
Davidson?
any of this.
Well, yeah, Pete Davidson's involved.
Pete Davidson, and doesn't Justin Bieber, isn't he like a part of this situation? Oh, okay.
No beeps. No beeps.
Okay.
Hashtag no beeps. No beeps today.
Okay, then who's the other one?
Do you know Travis Barker?
Is he a part of like Korn?
No.
No. Okay,
Is
who's
he
Travis
a part of
Barker?
Kardashian land?
He is part of Kardashian Land, but do you know what he did before Kardashian Land?
Oh God!
He's a
All of
singer.
the young people listening to this are just like cringing their way through it as we're like, "Is he the kid who?"
No, actually, surprisingly, I think the young people wouldn't really
wait.
know. It would
Okay,
be
Travis Barker, is
millennials
he-
and elder millennials that know a bit more.
Is he the one who? Okay, so there's Machine Gun Kelly, and then there's like the kid who has the
Ariel.
deep voice. Who sings with Justin Bieber?
Who's got the deep voice that sings with Justin Bieber?
And he has like
Who sings with
he has
Justin
like
Bieber?
curly hair and wears cardigans.
What?
You know who I'm talking about? Miles knows who I'm talking about.
Jack Harlow? Jack Harlow?
Does he have another name? It's like little kid.
Oh, you mean Lil Huddy? Are you thinking of Lil Huddy?
No, I don't think it's Little Huddy.
Kid
Cudi?
Nas X.
No, it's not Kid Cudi. No,
Leroy?
Kid Leroy. There it is.
Kid Leroy.
I've literally never heard that name.
You've never heard of Kid Leroy? Oh, he has this like.
Me neither.
Oh, he wears cardigans. He's very cute.
One song with Justin Bieber. He's
always singing with Biebs.
You
guys-
like a single.
I saw him on SNL. What
Yeah.
can I say?
Everyone has a song with Bieber. Bieber gets
I
around.
saw him on SNL. He was
Okay.
great. And he's super cute. And I see him on Justin Bieber's Instagram, hanging out with
Instagram.
Yeah, the Beepstagram.
Yeah.
I see him hanging out, and he also does music with like Ariana Grande, or I don't know.
Okay.
He seems cool. He
Okay, I'll
seems
give you
like one of the
Travis
cool
Barker
kids.
hints.
He also seems very young.
All right, what's the news?
Okay, well, I got to give you a hint to Travis Barker because I'm going through tertiary characters.
Okay,
So we're
all
gonna
right.
get to
Who's
the
Travis
main
Barker?
ones.
All right, go on.
Then all the small things.
I don't
Cares. Truth
brings.
brings.
So
So he's
he
not
was-
the singer. He's the drummer for Blink-182. He's bald and very tatted.
Okay.
Very tatted.
Okay,
Got it.
I feel like I was on the right track.
Yes. And so then you were
With
on the
corn.
right track with a Kardashian.
Kardashian? Which one? Chloe?
Kardashian. You would think, right?
Kim?
You would think.
I would.
Miss Kim Kardashian West and Mr. Pete Davidson were photographed at Not Scary Farm holding hands on a roller coaster.
Pete Davidson.
Huh? Are you?
That's
Are you Pete
crazy.
Skirt King?
What?
Yeah.
Wait. And
Okay, so
so
they're
how
holding
are they
hands.
involved with Travis Barker?
So
and-
they're involved. Really, Travis Barker was kind of like a red herring in there because he just got engaged to Courtney.
Really?
But Machine Gun
How
Kelly.
many- Can I just go in here? I swear to God, the Kardashians have been married like 1 million times.
Yeah. Well, Kim and Kanye, no more, obviously.
more.
We know that. But
We do?
Kanye's out of his mind. So
Yeah, he
that's,
needs help.
that's good. He does need serious
But I
psychological
feel
help.
like they sort of cycle through like basketball players and singers and
This is the celebrity life, Ariel.
is it?
Look, sometimes you just gotta get married.
Yeah.
You love weddings.
I do love weddings. I do love a wedding.
Listen, if you were friends with the Kardashians,
Here's
you would be at
my
wedding
question.
after wedding
I
after
mean,
wedding.
if you're gonna have a party, you might as well have a wedding, right?
If money were no object, wouldn't you just get married to everyone?
I might, yeah.
You know, like
Just
if you're-
have big
if you're in a
weddings.
serious relationship that ends and then you're in another serious relationship, but money does not matter to you. Like money is plentiful. You can never run out.
You know,
Why not have a wedding?
I actually, if I had infinite money, I would just have all the babies.
yeah, me too.
Because I would have fully funded childcare, right? And I could like buy all the things for them.
So you would just have like a
And-
baby/nanny army.
yes.
Becky.
Would you clone any of those babies with your unlimited money so that you
Stop
could
it.
pick a favorite baby?
Stop it.
That's
and then
a
that baby
great
would live
question.
forever.
But
Okay.
but actually,
How many
cloning-
Alfreds would you clone if money were no object? Endless money.
If endless money, if there were no object, we'd be living on Alfred Island. The A in USA would stand for Alfred.
United States of Alfred.
There would just be Alfreds like running free. But it would be because I want to release the Alfred. I want everyone to have an Alfred because he's the perfect
Alfred
baby.
is a sweet.
And how many Grandpa Berries would you clone if you had unlimited money?
Could you reverse clone a cat? No, I'm just
What
kidding.
does that mean? There's
We love
negative
Grandpa
one
Barry.
Grandpa
we
Barry.
love him. No, but there can only be one Grandpa Barry.
Devil Grandpa Barry?
If it were ethically sound and there were no money ramifications and we're also on an island where they can run free, there would be a lot of Clementines as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then like
I'm
Alfred would like
happy.
ride
Alfred and
Clementine into
Clem,
the sunset. He'd be like, "Meow, meow."
they might be besties because I think they're lazy in a similar way.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're playful for a very limited span of time.
For sure.
And then sometimes they want to protect the house, but otherwise they're pretty happy to like take
Pretty
a nap.
chill. Pretty chill. Do you think that they would ever be like cat dog and we could like crossbreed them?
I don't think. I think because of her early
cat dog?
spaying, Clementine is not a sexual being. But you know,
Alfred with his late neutering. That little boy loves
You
to
know.
hump.
we
He
spayed
humps
her when she
away.
was like
Alfred loves
6
humps,
months,
humps,
and so
humps,
she's not humpy.
No,
And
Bean's
in
not
her
happy
whole
either.
9 years, she humped my leg one time. I remember it very distinctly. I was like, oh wow, that was it.
Bean.
You were like, that was fun.
Bean has
Take
like,
me to dinner first.
Unusual.
Bean has never wanted to hump, but there was one time that I saw his little red rocket.
Oh, his lipstick.
Yeah, it was like I thought he needed to go to the emergency
Only
room
once?
only once,
Birdies is out to play.
All day.
Birdies is like banging and swinging.
Very
Birdie's not neutered yet.
Not yet, because we have to wait till there's a little bit.
That's probably why.
He better be wearing condoms. You know what I'm saying?
We waited until 7 months for Bean so that.
What was the news? The news.
Not the.
That was the news.
The
That was it.
mudbloods.
They were holding hands.
They're holding hands.
So
What
Pete
does that
Davidson.
mean, Becky?
So Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian West.
Someone get Becky a second coffee. Wait. They were holding hands
on a ride. On a ride. They're
on
like
the
this.
ride. But here's my essential question.
Okay.
Was the ride scary? Because maybe they're just friends and the ride was just too scary.
100% just friends. There's zero sexual chemistry between those two people, though. Like, yes, Pete Davidson could get it, but I really don't see him having sexual chemistry with anyone. But like, least of all, Kim Kardashian West.
Because like, if the three of us were on a roller coaster and it was scary, I would hold your hand.
Oh yeah,
That's
100%.
That's true.
They're just friends. But the internet was like, first the internet was like, oh, they're slanging and banging, and then everyone was like, absolutely not. They're just like, we forget that they run in the same circle because of Machine Gun Kelly.
I don't know. I feel like Pete Davidson must have like an enormous dick or like something that
Look, he doesn't want people talking about his dicky dick anymore. He said it in his special.
He said that?
Yeah, we
Did
can't
not know
comment.
that.
He's like, Ariana ruined it for me because now I'm disappointing to every woman after.
Oh,
The rumors got too big.
He thinks it was like, well, he did it in his stand-up set, which don't watch that with your mom. Speaking from personal experience.
Wait, where can we find the stand-up set? I want to watch.
Was Kimmy
Netflix.
On Netflix? Okay.
I did.
But there's some special sauce that Pete Davidson. There's some special sauce that Pete Davidson has.
Freudian slip here?
Oh my goodness. Keith Davidson.
That would be a really good Halloween costume for Keith.
That
to
would
be
be really
Keith
fun.
Davidson.
Can you go as Kim Kardashian? Can you guys just hold hands?
Just hold hands.
Yeah. Well, he's funny. He's a funny, tall, lanky white dude on SNL.
Yeah, but there have been maybe not hundreds, but
Probably hundreds.
dozens of tall, lanky, funny white dudes on SNL.
And they get it. Name one who hasn't gotten it.
I don't know.
Freaking Colin Jost is marrying. Colin Jost married ScarJo.
You're right.
What in the what? Little potato man.
I mean, we're married to funny guys.
But they're not on SNL.
Yeah, but
I feel like the SNL comes with like a certain level of whoa. Like I know Bone Yang's gay, but like if I was single,
I know.
I might try something with Bowen. I mean, I might be like, Bone, what up? You up?
You up?
You up? I don't know. It's just something about the people on SNL.
It's 8 p.m. Of course I'm up.
It's like, it's 8 p.m. I'm up. I don't know you, and you're not a man. And I'd be like,
But I have an
you're telling me,
Alfred.
Bo. I have an Alfred. I do a cat.
Does that sweeten the pot?
Wait, but how does Machine Gun Kelly factor into this situation?
How did you even know the words Machine Gun Kelly?
He's a really, really popular.
super-
How did you
super
not know the
famous.
words? He's like one of the biggest musical.
I don't know
acts
the
on
words.
internet.
But you know
Machine
what?
Gun Kelly.
I thought with his name, when I first heard of him, like
No.
years ago, it was when he was
Sing a
feuding
song,
with-
Miles.
He has a diss track about Eminem.
So that's when I first heard about him, and I thought he was a rapper. And then I
Yes.
heard him on the radio, and it was one of
Never heard
those
his
like
music.
pop punk, whatever his most popular pop punk song was, because it was on like a
We can play
Kiss
whatever we
FM
want
type
on this,
thing.
He
can't
does
we?
like lots of different genres.
I was like, what in the what? His name's like Conrad or something, or Connor.
Do you want to talk about him and Megan Fox's "I Am Weed" thing?
What is it? Isn't it like if I'm a bird, you're a bird, and they're like if you're weed, I'm weed.
There's an interview with Megan Fox in which she's. Oh, God.
Becky,
What did you touch?
she licked the mic.
with my tongue.
Back when we recorded this at home, once Poppy licked it. Once.
Did Bobby bite it?
Yeah. That's why one has a bite mark.
We're gonna disinfect this.
Don't worry.
I read an article about COVID times and like whether you could sing karaoke. Because so this last weekend was Outside Lands, and Keith and Zach and Maggie all went, and I was like, I cannot bring myself to be in a crowd with that many people unless it was Dua Lipa, Olivia Rodrigo, or Shawn Mendes, obviously.
Obviously.
And since that didn't happen, I was like, nah, I'm going to stay home. And then I got curious. I was like, okay, like where could you get, because you know, they're like, oh, you get COVID when you sing. And then I was like, well, this music festival, everyone has to be vaccinated. So it's like, okay, And then I got on like a New York Times article about karaoke.
Yeah.
And did you know karaoke, very unsafe in COVID times. Do not go
absolutely, yeah.
to like communal karaoke. You can do karaoke with your friends in a small group in like a room.
Guys, your home should show off what makes you, well, you. Joybird's selection of customizable furniture and modern home decor lets you bring your unique style into your space. Joybird offers modern, customizable furniture for every space, available in a variety of vibrant, durable fabric options. Joybird's Sleep In sale is here.
I absolutely love Joybird. When Keith and I moved into our house, we needed something that we could really customize, especially when we have Alfred at home. He's a little white cat. We wanted something that would not show his cat hair as much. And they also offer like a pet protection warranty that you can add on. So we loved that addition.
Joybird is committed to creating quality furniture and a more sustainable future. Each piece is made with incredible care using responsibly sourced materials free of harmful chemicals. Joybird stands by its quality and craftsmanship, and if it's not everything you hope for, send it back within 90 days.
Create a space that brings you joy with Joybird. Visit joybird.com/sitwithus and get 30% off your purchase. That's 30% off at joybird.com/sitwithus.
Yeah.
But like, do not go to like a bar and sing karaoke because of what I just did to that microphone.
People be licking
Your spit,
it.
your spittle. It goes right on it and it goes. Oh, maybe
good
cut that
to
back. The
No, we're leaving that in.
foul, foul.
This episode's going to be called Becky's Unhinged.
Becky's on fire.
But it's gonna be Ariel.
No,
'cause I
this
asked
episode's
Miles
called
I'm
not
just
to
going to
put
use a
me in
different
this
picture.
thumbnail.
Becky
Use a
did
different
ask.
picture of you.
Becky asked first thing this morning. She said, "Please do not put me in the thumbnail, Miles."
Yeah.
Well, because I didn't
It's
get
going to be
I didn't put on
called,
makeup.
do
I
you
only
want to
did my
go a
eyebrows.
little darker?
Do you want to go a little darker with Becky?
Wait, can you take it a little darker? What's darker
Yeah.
than COVID karaoke?
An orgy? Going to an orgy in COVID,
COVID
times would be
orgy?
really
COVID
bad.
orgy? Yeah. that
Yeah.
would be
Oh,
bad.
even darker. Okay, dark PSA. You know, don't do drugs. You shouldn't do drugs.
Right.
If you're going to do drugs, don't do drugs right now. There's fentanyl in everything. Don't do it. If you don't think don't buy drugs. Don't do it.
What do you mean there's fentanyl in everything?
There's fentanyl in everything. So there was a really big thing in the like,
Becky, what's fentanyl?
it's something that's going to kill you.
Is it? It's like it's a.
It's just a drug
Say
that's
more.
going to kill you.
Fentanyl is a drug that
Yeah.
that drug dealers put into drugs to make them cheaper, way cheaper. But fentanyl is extremely dangerous and it's hard to regulate, and it can kill you. Like the smallest amount of
teensy amount.
milliliter can kill you, but it makes drugs cheaper. For
Why
the
is
drug
it so
dealer.
cheap?
Because it's just like really toxic. So like you can
Are
put
they
it.
making it from like
So they
other
put it
chemicals?
You can if you
drugs?
put fentanyl in cocaine, it will give cocaine. You can like cut it with other stuff, and it'll make it way cheaper. But it
Yeah.
is really, really, really dangerous because if you put in half an extra milliliter or whatever, it'll kill you.
But
What?
so-
Don't these drug dealers know if they make all the drugs super deadly, they're going to have no customers?
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I don't think they're the
not
most
how they're
ethical.
So fentanyl makes drugs. It makes them like still effective. So people are still coming back for them.
Yes.
Is it like highly addictive?
It is like cutting corners and it's highly addictive.
Yeah.
and
it's
very
really
dangerous.
cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's very cheap.
Interesting.
Wow, what? So there's fentanyl in
They're
all
doing
the
it.
drugs.
Yeah, they were doing it in like the like New York and I almost called it the Northeast, the North,
New England.
It is
Yeah.
the Northeast.
Yeah, right?
Northeast.
It's the Northeast,
Yeah.
Northeast, Southwest, yeah, Northeast. It was super like you were seeing it on the news everywhere with that, and like Philadelphia, I think, was one of the cities that got hit really hard too. But now they're like, oh, there's also fentanyl in like Mali, and there's fentanyl unless you're getting like pure, I don't know what is it,
sounds really
MDMA.
dangerous.
Like don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs in general.
But
But
really,
really,
don't
really,
do
like if you're an
drugs.
adult and you're going to partake in those things,
Like right now, it's just massively
Don't do it.
dangerous.
don't do it. Don't do it at all.
Gosh,
Don't even think about it.
bless you.
I stifled a sneeze. I really didn't want to sneeze on the mic or in the room or on the
A
podcast.
licked mic, a sneezed mic, and that's
you-
Becky's dark corner.
You know, I heard
Wow.
it was really bad to stifle a sneeze.
Oh, well,
What does it do?
Well, if you stifle a sneeze, so you know how when you sneeze, there's like so much pressure that you have to close your eyes. It's like, achoo. And so there's a fair amount of like pressure built up when you sneeze. And so if you keep that pressure inside, imagine
I'm going to explode.
Imagine what it could do to your body. Like if you hold in a lot of sneezes, you know, if you're like some people hold their nose and or you could get burst capillaries in your eyes.
Oh my
and stuff.
God.
Yeah, no, things happen when you hold in your sneezes.
Oh, I was just trying to save the podcast from my sneeze.
I appreciate that.
I'm burning a Christmas candle. I
Eyeballs
think
like
is-
burst right now.
Yeah.
Just like
but yeah, no, you could get like burst capillaries and things like that.
What happens when you have a burst capillary in your eye?
Oh, that's when you get like little red sort of. It looks like your eye is bleeding, kind of.
Oh my
Owie.
God.
Yeah, going super dark now. And
Owie.
it kind of hurts a little bit, but it goes away. It's not like you're gonna have like a red eye for the rest of your life.
Damn.
Yeah.
ouch.
But it's
Owie.
just when one of the little capillaries in your eyes kind of just breaks a little bit, and then the blood kind of goes into your eyeball.
All right.
Whoa.
Can you clone me so you have some extra eyeballs for me on your island?
Yeah, 100%. You just have to like sign a consent form, and then we have to decide whether or not your clone gets to know about it.
Oh, I don't want that on my conscience. She definitely doesn't get to know. She's
Yeah.
just living her life among all the Alfreds, thinking she's a cat lady until we harvest her eyeballs.
This is literally the plot of the island.
Wait, but she's
I never
she's
saw
you.
that.
Well, you don't need to see it. You explained it.
She's not me. She's my spare parts. I've already.
So you think ethically we can clone people and animals, and they are not us?
No, I definitely do not think that. But
Becky's like, wait.
I'm like,
I
wait,
thought
we're going
somewhere
there.
with
We're
this.
going there. Can we ethically clone?
ethically, no.
Okay.
Unethically, sure.
Okay. Nice.
Unethically, it'd be nice to have some spare parts.
Yeah.
Unethically.
When I burst my eyeballs from holding in my sneezes, I'm going to need some new ones.
No, it only lasts like 6 days.
Okay.
6 days.
If I have a red eye tomorrow, I'm going to know Ariel was right.
You're gonna wake up and you're gonna be in the
And
mirror.
if you don't have a red eye, then I was wrong.
Wow.
Well, no, you're probably still right. It's just, I'm very lucky.
It's not like that.
I'm very lucky.
It's not like that.
I survived.
The other day, Wes sneezed into his elbow.
Oh,
this.
so good.
And I was like,
Polite.
oh my gosh.
What a big kid.
Sweet little kiddo. He was like, you're supposed to sneeze into your elbow because otherwise you're going to get other people sick. And I was like,
Listen.
oh, you precious child.
We've been trying to teach the girls this. June sneezes approximately 4 to 10 times a day, every day, as does her father.
Wow.
It's not even allergies.
just a
I think it's
sneezer.
a deviated septum. I have so many videos of her.
You get her a little baby nose job.
I will not be doing that. But
Also, it's
she can choose to get one when
Little
she's
baby nose job.
when she's an
blue
adult.
eyes. It's those blue eyes. Because people with blue eyes have sun sneezes.
No, Poppy has the blue eyes. June's are like greenish. But my Watts, my husband, had that surgery. It did
nose job?
nothing for him. Did nothing.
Did he change his nose while they were in there?
No, not really. So she can get it if she wants, but it literally did nothing for him. He still sneezes like 8 times a day. And I've been trying to teach her the elbow, and so far nothing. She's just so overwhelmed by her body sneezing that she can't possibly. She's like a thing is happening to her. She's not in control of it.
Right.
So There's no elbow.
Her whole body just goes, Bachoo!
Luckily, we're usually, if we're around other people, not in someone's home, she's wearing a mask. But
Well, also, she's a toddler and she's precious. So I feel
that's
like
true,
a
that's
toddler
true.
sneeze is just like,
Becky doesn't think that.
I'm like, it's cute. I think it's cute. I wish adults wouldn't. The amount of people I see do the like, or
without covering their mouth.
yeah, or they like cough in the air. They're like, I'm not even gonna do it. But people do it. They just cough without like putting anything anywhere, and I'm like, ugh.
No.
Even before COVID, you nasty
That
little
is
Nellies.
so gross.
So icky.
But also, we're in a pandemic. Do not do that.
No.
even if I'm like by myself, like in my house or in my car, and I don't cover my mouth, which I don't think I have not covered my mouth since I can remember. Because if I physically can't, like if I'm holding things in my hands or something, then usually I'll just sort of go like, like claw my way up to my face, because I feel like strange if I don't cover my mouth, even if there's nobody around to see me. It's weird.
It's like, do you stop at a red light if nobody's there? What's that like?
yes.
Personal ethical quandary.
I
Do you wash your hands after you pee at home?
Yes. But do
We're all like,
you
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes. You know
Ew.
what? Okay, so you know how there's those stoplights when you get on the highway.
Oh, the meters.
Yeah, so the metered things. I usually stop at those meters. I say usually because sometimes I don't, right? But Ned left,
Well, if you're in the carpool lane.
Yeah, Ned
don't
left
have to
maybe.
I drive electric. I'm always in the carpool lane.
But okay, so the one near our house does not have a carpool lane. It's just one lane.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's true.
I was behind Ned. I don't think he knew that I was behind him. And
he didn't?
He blew through the meter. And I was
Ariel,
like,
the police are going to like knock on your door tomorrow and be like, Ned, we heard about this in the podcast. You're going to jail.
it was so funny. I don't know if he like saw me behind him or and if he did it because he like knew that I was behind him and wanted to be like race you to work or like, I don't know, you know, but
Start a
like
drag race with
Did you bring it up with him?
no, I haven't seen him. I came straight
it was
in
this
here.
morning?
It was this morning.
That
Fresh-
man walked
fresh
in and
news.
said good morning to me like he had done nothing wrong.
It was so funny. And like
Ariel, should you go ask him about it?
I doubt it even registered in his head. But
That's
isn't that so funny?
To
But I think-
regulate traffic.
But so he drives electric, so maybe he thinks it doesn't apply to him.
Such a hall monitor.
I know.
We're trying to regulate the traffic on the
Do you not care
five,
about
Ned.
safety? But also there was no traffic on the so like
No, I
So
know.
he answered the question.
I was in part saying it not only because it's a hall monitor thing to say, and I'm a hall monitor type of gal, but also so people know that it's not a red light that you blow through where there's traffic coming oppositionally. It's
Right.
just to regulate the amount of traffic coming onto the freeway. at
Exactly.
once.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's no way he could get like hit by another car. It's not that kind
right.
of
No,
red light.
no. It's just to regulate traffic. It's to like it's just space people out by 30 seconds so
Yeah,
that there's not like
exactly.
a huge number of cars going onto the freeway.
And if you're in the carpool lane, if there is a carpool lane, you don't have to
You don't
stop at
stop.
all.
Okay, exactly.
Well, that's what I thought too. And now I remembered when I had my parents in the car with me. We were in Carlsbad, and I was like, "Beep beep, carpool lane," because I never get to drive in the carpool lane
Yeah.
because I have a Prius, so it's hybrid. I don't get the fancy sticker, and so I blew through the thing. And then, like looking back, we went through it again, like a different day, and it was a double like red line or a line on the thing. It was not if you're in carpool lane, you get to keep going. And I did that in front of my parents.
wow.
Did your parents have a stern talking to you? Are you grounded?
No, my dad was just like, "I don't think you're supposed to go," and I was like, "Yes, I am." I'm the driver.
We call it stoptional, Dad.
We used to play the California roll game at our first apartment in LA because we lived on like a four-way intersection where there really wasn't a lot of like traffic going horizontally. It was mostly just vertical traffic. So we would sit on our balcony and just like sip on wine and watch the people slowly do a California roll, which is where you don't actually stop at the
Yes.
stop sign and you
It's called
keep
the
going.
California stop.
And we would clap at them.
I do that in my neighborhood all the time when my car has one pedal driving or two pedal driving, and sometimes it'll accidentally be on two pedal driving when I'm
What?
first going. Do you know what this is?
Oh, what do you mean two pedal driving? Are you in like a go-kart?
No. So two pedal driving is how everyone normally drives, a brake and a gas. But
Yeah.
one pedal driving on my electric car is you, when you let off of the gas at all, it begins to brake. And so when I
the same
first
as Tesla.
get
Tesla
going
life.
for the day,
Tesla life.
well, electric car life. So when I first get going for the day, there's a stop sign right in my neighborhood. And sometimes it will just be on the regular. I only drive on one pedal. And then when I drive a real car, when I hit the brakes, it's like, but it'll just be on the like regular way, the two pedal driving. And I'll just roll through the stop sign because I take my foot off the gas, but it doesn't actually stop. And I'm always like, whoopsie. And then I change it and then we're good to go.
And then you hear the wee, wee, wee.
Yeah. Becky took us to a dark, dark place.
Look, guys,
Listen.
sound off in the comments if you think it's ethical to clone people and then use their body parts.
Okay, we're cloning our animals, not our children.
But like also, what's your?
Well, here's what we can clone ourselves.
Okay, don't you keep an umbilical cord for a baby so that like one day if they need like a stem cell, like antibiotic
That
thing,
actually is
they
true.
they make it.
Cloning
cord
and harvesting humans. Here's what I'm going to
Cord
say.
bank, cord bank. Does it come off a human? Are they reusing it? Could Poppy use June's cord?
Oh, I do think they can.
Harvested.
Actually,
You're a harvester.
you know what? It's not, the umbilical cord is not really good for your current child, but it's good for any future siblings they may have.
Really?
See?
Wait, can we get into that?
We need Maggie for that, so we'll bring it up next week. Okay. Here's why we can clone our pets and not our children.
Okay.
In general, our children, unless there is something traumatic, outlive us, and that is great. But our pets don't outlive us, which is their great downfall. And that's why we need to clone them so that we can help them outlive us because we love them like children.
But what if you could clone yourself and your baby and your pet?
And we all just live forever?
And you all just live forever.
I think that's too much.
I don't like the idea of living forever.
You don't want to be immortal?
I think that I do not want to be immortal. No, I think that that the fact that that our life ends makes life even sweeter.
We have to end the show.
Okay, we're gonna end the show with
Ariel
that.
loves old people. She wants to be an old person.
I do love old people.
we have time to
There's
show.
something about old people
Ariel feud right now.
that makes life special.
He's cutting you off, Ariel. He's
Next
saying
week,
no.
umbilical cords with Maggie and Ariel and Miles feud.
Yeah.
Tune in.
Miles
And we
wants to be
got 5
immortal.
stars.
Ariel does not.
We talk about whether or not you want to be immortal.
I love that.
Okay, so to end the episode concisely,
Do you want to be immortal?
Sound off in the comments if we're going to go backwards. Do you want to be immortal? We're going from the end of the episode back. Do you want to, because we came back to it, do you want to clone yourself or your children or your pets? And do you think it's ethical? Vegans, sound off if you
About
are
breastfeeding.
sound off about breastfeeding and if it violates any sort of vegan ethics if you are vegan for like the sake of not eating animals.
Do you know Machine Gun Kelly?
Do you know who Machine Gun Kelly
Am I
is?
crazy for not knowing Machine Gun Kelly? I'm 36.
On a scale of 1 to 5, how wacky is Ariel or Rachel for not knowing Machine Gun Kelly?
How
So many
alternately, how surprised were you that I did know who Machine Gun Kelly
How
was?
surprised?
But we need 2 scores.
Do the opposite scores. So for Rachel, it's going to go 1 to 5, 5 being the highest. For Ariel, it's going to be 5 to 1,
Right. Yes.
5 being the lowest.
Yeah.
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 Is there anything else? Was there more to begin with?
Did you have a good Halloween?
Was it a bones or no bones Halloween?
Bones or no bones?
Like and subscribe. Download wherever you get your podcasts. And we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, make sure this podcast can continue after this chaotic episode.
Yeah.
You know, leave a good review
Leave a good
so that we
review.
can stay on the air because I'm worried for us.
Bye.